Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 Steam page just updated, giving us a whole bunch of brand new gameplay images, giving us a brand new look at Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, along with a whole bunch of brand new, huge, or mini, considering on your opinion, lore drops on, of course, the Poppy Playtime universe, some brand new sneak peeks, merch, plushies, and a whole bunch more. So without further ado, let's just go hop to the video and check out all these brand new gameplay images. So of course, these images could be now found at the Steam page for Poppy Playtime. And if you're wondering, like, yo, this literally just came out, of course, it's out right now. You could go look at the Steam page to see these brand new images. But the very first one here definitely does not look like anything Poppy vibes, except for the one little, Poppy color panels in the back that's from, Chapter 3. I like to point out that all four of these images definitely does not give me Poppy vibes at all, and it's definitely an interesting and good thing, because first of all, the deeper you go into the factory, kids are not supposed to be here, so it makes sense for it not to be all colorful, and it makes sense for it to look like, this. It looks like an abandoned factory here. We got a whole bunch of TVs around, most likely where that whole creepy eye thing is going to be, as we've been seeing all over, Chapter 4's marketing so far. But if you brighten up the image, you can see a lot of books, the pipes, and just a lot of probably archives just hanging around. And of course, you can see look like a test subject or a test chamber. You can see a TV, a home chairs where people are going to observe something. And of course, you can see the colorful tiles that was found in the Playhouse, of course, section of Chapter 3. You can also see speakers and megaphones up top, of course, most likely this being a whole testing and research area, just a theory. But the next area isn't really giving that much. In my opinion, it's probably the least important one out of them all. It's showing us a storage unit, just most likely a hallway to point A to point B, or maybe trying to find something in here, or it could be really important and it's just, we just have no idea what it is right now. You can see a yellow door at the end of the corridor with more rusty pipes. And if you brighten it up, it doesn't literally show anything. It's literally the same thing. But this image is where things definitely get crazy. I like how they're definitely giving us more Steam images, because first of all, the first ones are definitely a little bit undercooked, but this definitely looks a lot more finished and a lot more polished, because just look at this. It looks like another testing research area where it looks like it has a whole vat of poison, or most likely acid, or some other type of fluid that Playtime Co. created just to help with their experiments. And you can also see the pipes with the red gas is flowing throughout it all, showing that the red gas and most likely everything else will still be really important in this chapter as it was in Chapter 3. But if you go brighten it up, I've been trying to look. I don't really see any different secrets. It's just really cool. I do not think any of these Steam page images are supposed to really show us anything. It's supposed to really just give us a little tiny sneak peek of what's going to come out in Chapter 4 without hiding or showing something really big and secretive. The last page here, or the last image here, is definitely, in my opinion, probably the second most interesting one, since it kind of shows us what we could be expecting from the gameplay and also a little bit more of, different areas to explore. With this one being a cave here, we got some red tracks going different ways with some blood on the floor. And if you told me this was Poppy Playtime related, I probably would not believe you, because how it does not look anything like Poppy. But of course, if you go and brighten it up, you can see at the end of one of the little train tracks, you can see a little Bobby Bear Hug Plus just chilling there. It looks like, she's in her fighting pose. So most likely this is not a dead one, making sense why we still have the little flower gun at the end of Chapter 3, because it looks like we will be using it in this Chapter 2, and there'll be a whole bunch of mini little smiling nightmare critters and smiling critters just roaming around that we have to go and actually shoot away. So at least that gives us more of a threat, and it's not just tied to one area. Hopefully not tied to one area like they kind of did with the Playhouse in Chapter 3. But beside that, with the Steam page images, it's time to go with the lore drops, and we're actually going to be getting a lot more, so subscribe and stay tuned for that, because this is only 4 photos out of 12, because Mob Entertainment went and posted on their Twitter on the first day of playtime. My playmate gave to me red gas from catnap to help me sleep. Celebrate the 12th day of Playtime Co. now through December 21st, as we celebrate the many experiments over the years, with the very first one being catnap. It says here, of course, rivaling the success of Catnap's value to Playtime Co. is matched only by his obsession with Experiment 1106, the prototype. Has a natural immunity to the red smoke, making him uniquely fit to dispense it, showing that most likely Catnap was not made to be the one to dispense the red smoke, but since he had immunity to it, it made sense for them to go and equip him with the ability to dispense it, showing some new little lore bits there, which is just really interesting. Don't know if this is like notes within the, Poppy Playtime Factory, or this is just somebody writing and giving us a little bit of hints. But remember that every single day we'll be getting a brand new one, and they actually started this 4 days ago, so we have 4 of them to look at. With the second one being, 1. The second day of playtime my playmate gave to me, Mommy Longlegs jump scare. Happy day 2 of the 12-day Poppy Playtime. What's your favorite Mommy Longlegs memory? Mine is definitely the VHS tape in Chapter 2, like seeing that for the first time was wild. But it says your Mommy Longlegs was always fiercely protective of the children that passed through the game station, and frequently hostile with staff. Time has driven her to madness, but the truth is, playtime broke her long ago. Her name was Marie once, but she probably doesn't even remember that anymore. Now, I might be a little bit rusty in my Poppy lore, but did we ever know her name was actually Marie? You guys could definitely go and let me know in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure that's new. Also letting us know kind of the mental state of Mommy Longlegs. But since that didn't really give us a lot away, they decided to go and actually give us a little bit of a hint, with them posting, did you know Mommy Longlegs was originally more spider-like in her design? Check out this concept art for a mommy skin. Now, we will go back to that a little bit later, but this art looks amazing, showing us a really gruesome and realistic looking fluffy Mommy Longlegs skin, as they of course said, which just looks terrifying. I would love this, to actually come out. But if you do not know, there of course is the one and only multiplayer Project Playtime, which has a whole bunch of different skins, showing that this is a concept for a skin. They didn't say canceled or rejected, meaning that they probably just gave us a sneak peek at the next phase of Project Playtime, the next update, showing us that of course it is not dead and that they are still slowly working at it behind the scenes. But also, while speaking about Project Playtime, this week literally goes and marks the 2-year anniversary for Project Playtime, showing that yeah, it's been over a whole entire year since we got our last update, but this game literally came out 2 years ago. My, how time flies. I think now is also a perfect time to talk about a brand new Poppy Playtime game. It's just a brand new Roblox game that popped up called Poppy Playtime Survive, which is technically just another Project Playtime clone that's literally almost similar to Poppy Playtime Forever, made by the same creators of Poppy Playtime Forever. So yeah, nothing really new here. The game does not look good, but yeah, I just thought I should add it in here. But of course, they went and actually posted yesterday on the 3rd day of playtime my playmate gave to me, Hungry Smiling Critters. It's day 3 of the 12 days of playtime. Who is your favorite of the smiling critters? Then after that, it says here, as the note shows, a collection of experiments made in the image of the less than successful smiling critter toys. Each one was meant to have a unique role in playtime, in play care, but of course, not all of them were successful, showing us that yes, there is a bigger body version of every smiling critter, which we did not know, and I already have a full entire theory video right here talking about how we're most likely going to see them in Chapter 4, so, definitely go check that out when you're done with this one. But showing us how not all of them were successful, the reason why we only see like a few, like we know about Bobby Bear Hug, Dog Day, and the one and only Catnap. But just today, well, technically yesterday, Friday, they posted this one. They usually post these around like 2 to 3 o'clock around ET time, so of course, keep that in mind. It says, on the 4th day of playtime, my playmate gave to me lots of PJ feetsies. Happy day 4 of the 12 days of playtime. PJ Pokepillar is the long friend-shaped experiment. What's your favorite PJ memory? Showing us, created with heightened sense and a highly flexible body, PJ can maneuver his way through pretty much anything. According to his designs, his entire life was made to be a game of chase. In the end, this made him better at it than most. Not really giving us much, to be fully honest. I do think that this is probably the least revealing one, but that is sadly it for now. We're gonna have to wait for the next 8 days, so hopefully within the next 8 days we do get some more revealing news. So definitely go subscribe. Already said that before, but you definitely do not want to miss that when we get the next 4 news. But also want to let you guys know, we did also get this Pianosaurus poster. We already did a whole entire video on the VHS tape thing and, that whole teaser. But they did release this brand new poster, which looks really cool, that I didn't really mention in that video. But now let's go and actually talk about the brand new merch, starting off with the plushies of getting a full set of just 3, sadly not all 8, of the Ruined Smiling Critter plushies from U2's. They will sadly only be available for 4 weeks. We did look at them a little bit, not the front view in this video here. So I'm not going to be talking too much about them. Like I said, they're sadly only available for 4 weeks. I definitely still will be getting them. I still need to get the originals first. They'll be retailing for around $30 each, stand at 9 inches tall, and of course this is how they look. They're just like the other U2's plushies, just a little bit more dirtied on purpose with fluff sticking out, and the eyes look a little bit more wonky. Of course, this is Dog Day here with more fluff coming out. He his eyes a little bit different here. It's not supposed to be both of them the same. We also got here Crafty Corn literally just looking the same, just riffed up fluff and a little bit more darker. Also thanks to this whole Japan Twitter page for Poppy Playtime, we're able to see a brand new Dog Day plush and of course a mini Catnap plush coming out, but sadly exclusive to the Japan pop-up shop, so you know, sadness. We also got new popcorn buckets, but you know, we can't get them here, so why? One last bit of merch news. Mob Entertainment, I think like last week, actually went and released some brand new shirts, with this one definitely being the most interesting one, called Experiment 1166, aka Yarnaby Black Tea, showing us Yarnaby just staying with around a whole bunch of yarn that spells playtime, with playtime almost a clay looking like in the bag, and of course the TV with the ominous looking eye just around it. This eye is definitely important, showing how they're definitely teaming up, and I'm telling you, the eye is definitely letting Yarnaby know where we are. And of course we got here this shirt, which is supposed to be like a Christmas type shirt, which just has little like 8-bit type designs for all the smiling critters, and then just PJ randomly there because why not? And the last shirt here is a brand new Nightmare Critter shirt, which looks pretty cool. Like, just look at it, it's really cool. And what's really interesting about that, they also have a little like hoodie version of the shirt. Then when you go and turn it to the back, you can see an amazing artwork of the Nightmare Critters. Gotta say, it looks really good. But anyways, this is gonna be it for this video. You guys can let me know in the comments below, what do you guys do think about all the brand new Poppy Playtime news? What do you guys do think about all the brand new Steam and gameplay images, the hopes of Project Playtime finally coming back, some little lore drops, and of course the brand new merch? You can let me know all that in the comments below. But don't forget to watch this video here for other news and of course teasers, this one here for reviews, and that's gonna be it. See you guys next time.